I sure am, bro. 95 diet. That's the whole plan. That's the goal. That's why I'm going to be in training camp sooner than we planned. So, get down. And get
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I was letting you guys hear a segment, a smidgen of Andy Ruiz's live video chat where he was quoting that he's going to start training camp sooner. He's going to, quote unquote, get skinny for this bout. That's why he wants to start his training camp earlier, to get in there so he can lose more weight. A lot of times when trainers come in overweight, especially if they're not in the heavyweight division, they spend most of that time getting the weight off, and that involves calisthenics, a lot of cardio, and less time with actual skill, or technique, okay? And the training to focus on the fight, which is not a good thing necessarily, but in Ruiz's case, he's a heavyweight. So this is strictly by his own admission, okay? Now, looking at Andy Ruiz, he's a phenomenon. He's a guy that is big, that can move the way he can, that can punch the way he can punch, that's gifted the way he is, and he looks like a normal guy, a normal obese guy, okay? And for me thinking that he should get skinny, I think that's not something that I feel that he should be working on. I think that's something that he feels that he needs for whatever reason. He won the first fight, and he won it convincingly. I would give him, out of those 7 rounds, I would give him 4, right? I mean, a lot of people would give him all of the rounds. And I don't see where he would need to trim down. I don't see where Andy Ruiz was ever tired. I don't see where he was ever fatigued from being exhausted. I don't see any of that. Now, on his challenger, sure, Joshua was, but not Ruiz. This is about Ruiz. Ruiz was never tired, and one thing that I learned in fitness, in training, in sports, if you try to be like someone else, you're going to find yourself in trouble because your body is different from another person's body, okay? Give you a prime example. I used to run track, okay? And it was another guy that ate a certain amount of carbs, and he was slender, but he was fast. And at times he beat me in the 400 relay. And I asked this particular guy, like, hey, well, what's your secret? I mean, it said sometimes, not all the time. And I was like, well, what's your secret? And he was like, well, man, I lowered my carbs. And since I lowered my carbs, I'm able to move faster, and it's better for me. But again, this was a slender guy. Me, at the time, I was bigger than him. I did the same thing, lowered my carbs, and ended up with less energy than I did before, right? So comparing my situation to Andy Ruiz's situation, him getting skinny might not help him. You would think, well, he's smaller, so he can move better, But I think Andy Ruiz has a perfect recipe to beat a lot of fighters because, for one, they underestimate him. For two, he has the weight in his muscle memory to his body, has got acclimated to carry that weight and still use that as, weight. If you're putting your punches, because he knows how to chop and deliver and turn over his hooks, okay? Ruiz knows how to do that. He knows how to properly punch. You've seen him with pad work. He knows how to punch. That punching power comes with the weight. The weight is contributed to the punching power that he has, right? So he shouldn't be that dude that feels, well, the weight behind the punch helps me with my power. if I get rid of the weight, I might not have as much power, because now your body has to recalibrate itself. You have to reacclimate your body to that new weight. Let's say, okay, he came in at what, 267, I think? 267. Let's say he gets down to 247. Let's say he drops 20 pounds and his punches are not the same. They might be faster, but they're not the same. They might not affect Joshua the same, because 20 pounds is a mother, people. So for him saying, hey, I have to get skinny, because I know he mentioned that after the Anthony Joshua fight, like right after, when he said he wanted to be a Mexican Anthony Joshua, if you guys can remember that. But him starting earlier to lose weight, understand this. If he's starting earlier, that's his prerogative. He's doing that by his own admission, not meaning he needs that or longer time to make him a better fighter. He's working on certain things to trim down physically. He wants to change the physicality of himself, of his physique. Okay? So that doesn't have anything to do with, oh, he's going to be better in the ring because of that. Because we just got through talking about how it could backfire on him. But, other news, he's bling bling and he's showing his bling bling. He's, his daughter comes in, she's showing her little bracelet, which is cool. He's getting iced out. He's spending money. He's living life. He's loving life. And I think for him going in, starting earlier, he's trying to ensure that he keeps these belts to be prepared and to be more prepared. So it's better to start sooner than later. But getting skinny, I don't know. I don't. That might not be. It could be, but it might not be the right recipe for Andy Ruiz. But anyway, I'll leave the link below to let you guys check out the video. Of course, please subscribe, leave your comments below, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.